Hello everyone, my name is Israel Ikumakbai and I'm your instructor for this AI course. This is hands-on artificial intelligence, tools, automation and creativity. Let me quickly take you through the course outline. First, Module 1 to 2 will be taking you introduction to AI and history. Module 3 to 4 is understanding AI and machine learning basics. Module 5 to 6 is talking about AI everyday life. And module 7 to 8 is about ChatGPT basics, text prompts, and conversations. While module 9 to 10 we're talking about AI tools for schoolwork and creativity. And module 11 to 12 is about AI, business, and entrepreneurship. While module 13 to 14 is talking about AI, ethics, safety, and responsible use. Module 15 to 16 is talking about AI in society, healthcare, education, creative arts, and so on. While module 17 to 18, which is the final module, is talking about future of AI plus student and student projects. So stay tuned as we begin the class. So firstly, we'll be talking about which is the module 1 orientation and AI foundations. So which is and these are the learning objectives for the module 1. So by the end of module 1, students, you should be able to understand the meaning and history of artificial intelligence, identify real life applications of AI across industries, and you should be able to differentiate between types of AI, which are narrow AI, general AI, and generative AI. And going forward, you should also be able to explore and set up popular AI tools such as ChatGPT, Gemini, Cloud, and the rest of the AI tools. And the last in the learning objectives, you should be able to use ChatGPT, for first structured task. So now, lesson 1.0 introduction. Let's start with introduction to artificial intelligence. So what is artificial intelligence? The abbreviation is AI, as we all been hearing around. AI. The full meaning is artificial intelligence. So what's artificial intelligence? Artificial is intelligence. Artificial intelligence is the simulation of human intelligence in a machine that are programmed to think, learn, and perform tasks that normally requires human intelligence. So this is simply saying that artificial intelligence is a machine, a code put together to imitate human intelligence, how human reason, but as is human is natural, while that of the machine is a programmed one, a set of code that are put together and that are put together, to reason like human. They do this making use of data that are gathered online. So they use it to think and then learn. They use the data to learn and then be able to make a precise um, decision and perform task. So now let's take a look at the key capability of AI. First, understanding natural language. That is one of their that is one of the first capability of AI. It's capable of understanding natural language such as English, French, Yoruba, and Igbo, Hausa, and Spanish, any language. Just think about it. So, e.g., when you're making use of your ChatGPT and you type in a prompt, you can use any language of your choice and it would give you your response. And then it's one of the another capability of AI is can recognize pattern, e.g., like facial recognition on phone. For instance, you want to create a kind of authentication on it so that no one can access your phone except you, and you don't want to use pattern or password, but you feel like using facial recognition. So using your facial recognition, once you place it on your face and at the front of your face, and the AI has been able to capture the pattern of your face, recognizing the pattern of your face, you realize that when anyone else wants to unlock your phone without your face, it would not accept because it's different from the pattern in which the AI on your phone has recorded to unlock the phone. So that is an example, a good example of pattern recognizing patterns. So and the next is learning from data. This artificial intelligence does not have a sense or a sense of reasoning on its own. It makes use of data online, the data that is, that it's gathered to make decision. So learning from data is one of its capability. So for instance, your Netflix platform, the Netflix platform can recommend, it does recommend movies for you most of the time. This is because it has the AI of the platform do capture people's pattern, way of doing things online on the Netflix platform. For instance, the kind of movie you click on, the kind of movie you watch, the kind of movie you add to your cart, the kind of movie you click on, you preview, and all of that. So as you are doing it, the AI of the platform on the platform is recording those your ways, your pattern of doing things on the platform, on the Netflix platform. So in other words, in another day or another time, it would recognize you know kind of movie that are similar to what you have clicked on or you have added to your cart or that you have watched. So it's a way that the AI learn how you do your thing, so it will be able to recommend movies for you. So that is learning from data. While decision making, in decision making in decision making, AI capability is also that's one of AI's capability in decision making, e.g., for instance, self-driving cars. Self-driving cars, it drives itself, no human driving it, because it gathers information, it gathers data from different source and make use of it to be able to make decision when driving. For instance, it makes use of Google Earth, Google Earth, and makes use of Google Map, road, and different um, data that it gets online in order to drive safe. So that is one of the things. But the major thing AI do is gets data and learn with the data to be able to perform task. So going forward, now we look into the a brief history of AI. So brief review of brief history of AI. That is what we'll look into now. So AI has been in existence since 1950s, and this was actually proposed by Alan Turing, during the Turing test. And then he said, "Can machine think?" That was the that was what he proposed then. And then after that 1950, 6 years after that mood conference, also AI officially became field of study. People start looking into AI and making trying to make research on it. And from 1960 from 1956, sorry, to 1980, the research was so slow, during AI winter, but later grew with machine learning. So machine learning also, supports the growth of AI, because it's also part of AI. Is a set is another part of AI, which is another topic entirely if we have to discuss about that. So after 1980 down to year 2000, which the research has been done with the help of machine learning. From that year 2000 to 2010, there has been a lot of advancements, a lot of research, a lot of things have been done on AI. So coming down from 2010 up to date, which is about 25 years, okay, which is about 15 years thereabout. So AI explosion with deep learning, big data, and tools like ChatGPT, Midjourney, and Runaway has been so fantastic, because a lot of innovations, a lot of development, a lot of things have come in place with the advancements of AI. So AI has been growing since then till now. There are a lot of apps, a lot of AIs that have been developed now. So that is for the history. Now let's look into the real life applications of AI, the real life application of AI. AI has really been, growing, which is really recognized widely in so many industries now, ranging from education to business to health to education to entertainment to creative industry. So now we'll take a look at the education aspect, which is AI tutors, personalized learning, and so on. And when we take a look at this the education aspect, we realize that there has been so many developments in the education aspect, because we have the AI tutor, for instance, the LMS, it's a learning management system, which we've all a lot of people now make use of, doing courses online, such as such as ALX, Coursera, Udemy. These are online platform where you can take courses, where we have AI tutor and so on. So, and going forward to the business aspect of it, we have chatbots, marketing automation, and so on. So in these chatbots, we have for instance your WhatsApp, WhatsApp automation, whereby you not just WhatsApp alone, most of the social medias, when you send out a message, even if you are not online, your bot will automatically respond to the chat. So, it has really helped business nowadays. You don't have to be online before you are able to respond or to do your business. So we also have marketing automation. Marketing automation, an example of marketing also automation is sales funnel. A sales funnel, the way in which the our communication pipeline is being set up. So that is the sales funnel, and we also have our e-commerce. So these are part of the development that AI has done to business. And going to health, we have you know diagnosing diseases with AI scans. We have so many in health sector, such as, for instance, wearables, smart watches. For instance, is one of wearables, which are such as the smart watch that you wear, a smart watch that can diagnose, or that can record, your that can record the state of your health. So these are AIs that gathers health data, and then be able to make reasonable decision or results and output of what is really wrong with you. And we also have a lot of AI apps on our phones that we can use as well for diagnose. So AI has really gone so large. And looking at the entertainment, we have Netflix, um like I discussed before, you know Netflix recommendation. So Netflix, when we look at AI, we look at Netflix. We also have TikTok, we have YouTube recommendations. So AI has really, is really cutting across so many industries, even the entertainment industry, like you can see. So that is for entertainment. Then we also have the creative industry. The creative industry, we have AI art, music, video production. It has now gotten to the stage that AI can do a lot of things for you. You don't have to stress yourself talking about your AI art. All you need to do is just, you know, type in a prompt, and it will generate your heart for you just the way just the way you want it. And believe me, AI can even compose, music for you, create instrumentals, and also create videos for you. You can create, you know, any commercials, movie, um, adverts. Can produce different video using AI. So this is the range in which AI has covered the industry. So now let me ask you a question. Let's go to let's do a little discussion here. Where have you seen AI in action in your daily life? So I'm throwing this question to you. I want to see how far you've gone and what you've learned in this course. So moving forward, let's go to type of AI. Yeah, there are different type of AI, which are one, narrow AI. Narrow AI is a weak AI, so to say. It can only perform one specific task. An example of this is Siri, Google Map, ChatGPT. Well, ChatGPT, yeah, well, it's still narrow, but it's powerful. So likewise, all these other ones. So we have some other narrow AI as well. As you know, Google Map only it's all about map. What it does is map, map. So and then going forward to the second one, which is the general AI. General AI is very strong. It's very strong. It's the future of AI. Future of AI can think, learn, and perform any intellectual task like human, but still a future concept, not yet achieved, because it's going to be an autonomous system that can decide without human intervention. So that's the future of AI. So and the third one is generative AI. Generative AI is what is now common lately that people are really using after the narrow AI. So generative AI creates new content, such as text, images, videos, music, and so on. An example of this is ChatGPT. ChatGPT can create it's create text, and then we have Mid Journey, which creates images, and we have Runway, which creates videos. So apart from these ones that I mentioned, there are still other AI that can create all these things, text, images, and videos. So those are the three types of AI that we have. Now I want you to brainstorm two example of narrow AI that you have used personally. So let's discuss. So I would so that I can know what you have, learned, and your understanding about this course, relating it to your real life application. So going forward, let's explore the popular AI tools. The popular AI tools, there are so many AI tools now, thousands of AI tools. So, but we'll talk about a few ones here. First, let's talk about ChatGPT. It was developed by OpenAI. ChatGPT is best for writing, researching, problem solving, and brainstorming. That is what ChatGPT is best at. And we'll do a little demo. We'll do a little demo to show how to open an account and and start a chat. Then would input a prompt for it to generate or to write a professional email, to a school requesting permission for an AI training workshop. So we use that as um, example, a prompt example. That is what we use. So let's let's um let's do that now by opening an account and then giving it a prompt. So then going forward to Google Gemini. Google Gemini was formerly called BARD. BARD is best for quick research, summaries, creating ideas, and so on. So that is what Google Gemini is, is all best at. And we also have Cloud, Cloudy. Cloudy is an anthropic AI. It's best for large text analysis and for summarizing books and articles. That is, it's good at that. That is an anthropic AI. That is what Cloud is. And we also have the number four, which is Mid Journey. Mid Journey is best for image generation. It's best for image generation. And the fifth one is Runway and Pika Labs. Runway is also a popular one that is used for video creation. So it's best used for AI video creation. So we'll do a brief hands-on now. You open your ChatGPT, then um you put your ChatGPT or any AI tools that you like to use. So on it, you'd summarize a news article. Just look for a news article online, then copy and paste it. Then after that, you also draft a short motivational post. So let's do that to see how far um you are your understanding of this course. So that is this is the end of module one. Thank you. Thank you.